Put in new master cylinder yesterday, got it all in today. I've been bleeding the brakes. I've got a vacuum brake bleeder here that you put on the bleeder valve, pump it up to pull a vacuum and open the valve and it draws fluid through. Worked good on the back, but on the front my calipers are shot. They are frozen and plugged, and so I took the caliper off. I've got my soft flexible brake line off. That goes from the caliper up to the frame, and then I have a solid line there. The solid line and the flexible line are both clear, so I got new calipers ordered here from Corky's and pads and soft lines. I'm going to replace them too. And now I'm going to take this hub off so I can get the rotor turned over at Corky's, and we'll show you some more progress here in a minute. Now I've got the dust cap popped off, and we'll remove the cotter pin and the retaining nut, and the hub should be ready to pull off. I'll probably get new seals for the back of it as well. All right, I got the cotter pin out, I got the nut loose. There's the nut, and there's the front bearing, and the hub's ready to remove. I'll use both hands for that though. Okay, we got it off. We're going to pull the inner bearing out and the seal out, and then I'll haul this one over to Corky's. We'll do them one at a time, I think. Spindle looks good. There we go. All right, we're over on the passenger side now. I got my soft flexible line removed from up here. It's got a clip that holds it in place, and then it has a banjo bolt that goes through to the caliper, and I just got the bolts out of the caliper. They are over here in my parts box. So there's the bolts that hold the caliper on, and now we're ready to pull the caliper off. They're kind of stuck on there a little bit, so we got to tap them. Let's see here. Tap them out. And I'll get them off here and show you in a minute. Now they're coming off. All right. That one's free. I think the pistons are froze in them. And so we'll get out this pad here. Get the brake pad out. And then we'll get this other one out. If I could. There. Hard to do with one hand. The pads actually are pretty good, but I'll be replacing all of them also. And now we're ready to pull the dust cap off here and take this hub off. Got both of my front hubs over to Jim's, and he's going to turn them, and he's got the new calipers ordered, new front flexible lines ordered, soft lines, and he actually had a set of new brake pads in stock. So I got them already, and now while I'm waiting for those to come for tomorrow, I'm making a little license plate light bracket. This will face out, and I'll have my license plate light on it. This will be the back side of it, and I'll have a grommet in there for my wires to come through. This is one side, this is the other side. This gets eliminated, so it's just going to fold here, fold here, fold here, and these two will fold around. And so I've cut a hole with my hole saw, and I got a 2-inch pipe, so I can set that over my fender bracket. And I'm not sure if I'm going to weld it on or not, but I'll set it right over the pipe here and figure out how I'm going to attach it after a bit here. All right, we'll give you an update in a minute. All right, there's my piece cut out. The back, the two sides, the top and the front of it. So I'll bend it and show you another picture. All right, there's it is after the first bends. Now we'll bend the sides. All right, bent into a box. Let's try it on the fender brace. Oh, she's a little tight there. I had to do a little modification on that, but that's what she's going to look like. Kind of plain. All right, we got her mounted on there. I welded it on. Got her light. Now we're going to solder our wires together, and then I got a little bit of heat shrink tubing to put on it, and we'll get them run and see if it works. And hopefully I didn't burn the wires out on this when I welded it on, but I cooled it down pretty quickly. Okay, we got the wires twisted together. Got my heat shrink tube on there. I don't like using solderless connectors on anything that should be permanent, so I like to solder them all. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay. I slide my heat shrink tube up on it. And I got my torch. And that's done deal. Then we'll do the other one. All right, I got my license plate light box built and got it welded on. Got the wires coming out the back, running along the back of the pipe. Got her grounded there. Let's take a look and see if they work. Some juice on my battery. This side light works. Hey, the back one works. I didn't burn the wires on it. Oh, look at that. We got a license plate light. See how she looks a little darker here. Yeah, hold on. Here we got a little more darkness settled in. Yeah, it works just right, I think. Alrighty, Stants Garage, Murdo, South Dakota.